It's always good to have hope. And that's what the Bengals have right now as Lyle Collins, well, he's still in town. Hi again, everybody. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals Talk. And look, it's been a roller coaster. From Friday night when I thought the deal was going to get done early Saturday and things were moving in the right direction and I reported it. And no, we didn't do a video here on CBT. We don't want to hit you with that late night Friday video, but reported it for allbengals.com to Saturday when things appeared to tail off a bit. And I have an idea of why, and I'm going to explain that. But first, let's get to the latest because Lyle Collins is still in Cincinnati, despite Barry Jackson's report from the Miami Herald that we talked about earlier that he had left. So he's still in Cincinnati. And how do we know this? Well, we have photo evidence of this because my man went to Kenwood Mall to get a little shopping done in between meetings with the Bengals. There's also rumblings of another meeting tonight, which makes total sense. Why does it make sense? Because Lyle Collins is still in Cincinnati, and he wouldn't still be in Cincinnati if there wasn't more planned. So that part of it makes a lot of sense. And why? So here's the why. So if it's not the physical part, and I've speculated about that in our last video, but if you haven't watched it, I'll speculate again. Lyle Collins had a physical today. If it didn't go well, then that could have easily been why talks broke off. Clearly, that isn't the case. So here's what I think it is. Peter Schaefer is Lyle Collins' agent. He's also Joe Mixon's agent. He's Adam Pac-Man Jones's agent, who was a longtime Bengal. And so you have the familiarity there. I think Schaefer is doing, well, a good job of being coy here, right? This was Collins' first visit. He got released and was in Cincinnati that night after getting released by the Cowboys. And so I think the Barry Jackson report comes from Schaefer's party, from Schaefer's camp. And this is very much the Dolphins are interested, or, we have other takers. What kind of deal do you want to get done, Bengals? What are we going to do here? And I think he is playing hardball with the Bengals. And it would make sense, right? Because his job is to get Lyle Collins as much money, as many years, all of those assurances, as much guaranteed money, all of those things. So I think that's what Saturday night's meeting is. And we will see if they can get a deal done. But I feel pretty good about where things are at because, again, the sources I talked to on Friday night, it was all about it being done and how excited they were and how well the meeting went and how everything was going to plan. And it's always been the Bengals' plan to get Lyle Collins. Throughout this process, they had an idea that he was going to get released. That's why they didn't trade for him. And so he got here Thursday night, and it's Saturday night, and he's still here. So I think there's a common ground where they can find a way to get a deal done. And the good news is that the Bengals should have all the medical info they need. And really, after probably some negotiating, maybe Peter Schaefer and Lyle Collins are like, all right, let's take the afternoon to breathe, step away, and then come back and meet again. So wouldn't be shocked if that's the case. Hopefully it is for Joe Burrow's case, right? Or Burrow's sake. And that's the other thing. If you're Peter Schaefer, you look around the NFL. I don't know if any team needs Lyle Collins more than the Cincinnati Bengals because the expectation is to win and win a lot. They went to the freaking Super Bowl. And so if you go to the Super Bowl, guess what? The expectation is going to be there to make another playoff run. And you can only do that if you can protect Joe Burrow, especially in the AFC, which is insane and gotten crazier and crazier. And we will discuss that at a later date. So that's the latest on Lyle Collins. Still in town, still a shot that he ends up with your Cincinnati Bengals. For all of the latest details and more, make sure you check out allbengals.com. And when there is news, when news breaks, when we hear rumblings, when anything happens, we're going to be here for you right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. And until next time, I'm James Rapien signing off for now. While Lyle Collins watch continues. It's been wild and it's going to probably continue to be wild, but we'll be here for you through it all right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.